dreams no laughing matter. So we'll just get right to it about Florida, Irma, what happened in the waves. This is September the 6th, 2017, about 10:30 in the morning. I dreamt again about the wall, waves lapping up on it. They need to remember, Irma is not the only thing they need to watch. They need to watch North Korea. This is sad. It's not what anybody wants to hear. But unfortunately, I saw a mushroom cloud in this dream. My two dreams. And I was sadly, my dreams pointed to the book of Judges about Samson. Look that up. And Gideon. But just Florida, in Spanish that name means land of many flowers. The sunshine state, and Samson means like the sun, of the sun, S-U-N. America's in trouble. And I dreamt the waves were going to lap up on the wall, with Trump. President Trump and this wall with Irma. I was told it's going to be an awful hurricane. This is not set in stone. It looks like, and personally, because things usually split and miss, that it'll probably recurve. And the worst of it be off the coast, but that means nothing. I know nothing. A lot of other bad storms did that. And the models are trending toward that. Starting to trend toward, going back out. But I repeat, that means nothing. That's just an opinion. That's just a model. But I confess what I heard in my dream. And this was sad. Irma be a terrible hurricane, and Harvey, was a terrible hurricane. Go read Isiah 9 and 10 about we will build with hewn stones. And that's what I keep getting. The name Houston means hewn stone. And how it was afflicted with battle ready and war and carnage and severe flooding, and which Harvey means. And then another dream I had last night, dried cedar wood come up, and Isaiah 9 and 10, you find cedars, in that verse. We'll put cedars in the place of the sycamores, or in this case it was we'll rebuild towers bigger and better. Is what came to pass, and after 9/11, and America should fall down her knees and let God, in her life, in her heart, let Jesus in her heart. And with a sincere heart should say, God, no, I can't do it without you. I'm nothing without you, and should tell the truth like I have, and I know I deserve eternal hell. don't deserve any good thing, because my sin debt is just as bad as everybody else's. But Jesus does save, and that was a free gift from God, so we don't have to go to all these bad places. And all these bad things are coming from the enemy. You know, the reason it's happening is that's the fruit of our sin. It's a passive word, but serious. That word buzz saw, you know, going across the Atlantic. Humble yourself like children. A saw cuts things off. And I saw dried cedar wood that had been cut in this dream. And I saw my wood stove. You know, the Bible sadly talks about, you know, things that are cut off to be cast into the fire. If you go read Jeremiah 50 and 51 about Babylon, read about it in Revelation 17 and 18. I'm just telling the truth because nobody else will, and I'm held accountable. This is not popular. Somebody said, and I've seen it come up a couple times, that Irma had a connotation meaning goddess of war. I have not gone and searched that out myself. I just am saying that I saw that a couple times, along with the footage of this terrible hurricane. And last thing I saw this morning, we're still Cat 5 and we're still 185 on the winds. It's just an opinion, but I expect that to weaken way down to probably a 2, maybe a 1. That's only my opinion. Don't pay attention to it. I'm just letting you know what it was. And you know, that would be between Cuba and Florida, a 1 to a 2. And I think there's a high likelihood that it's going to split and miss altogether, because the models are pointing to that. That's not what my dreams are saying. It just needs to be prayed about rather than predicted. They need to remember, in the other parts of the world, they got something that they've got to watch for this sound, and it's sad. Need to watch North Korea, because it's serious. And because with Irma, I did see a mushroom cloud, and I dreamt twice, and Genesis 41:32, that's not good, dream twice. Then I dreamt about pitchers and dens. That's in the book of Judges. And they had trumpets. They need to watch North Korea, because that's serious. Irma's got their head turned around. And I'm saying, in these dreams, the waves lapped at the wall. They need to be watching other parts of the world, because there's trouble in other parts of the world. And you have this sound. It's very sad, very, very, very sad. Need to hit the knees and pray about it. But 9/11 was sad with this sound. And Hurricane Irma may make landfall that day. What I said is only an opinion. Go seek God, don't seek me. But this was a bad sound. And then I dreamt the Pink Floyd song, Sorrow. I'm just telling the truth. That we don't need to leave God out of our lives. We need to let Jesus in to dine with us, because He's the only one that can save us from this mess. And this is sad.